Hey guys, it's Max again and welcome to another TEW video with the WWE in 2003. You join us 2 weeks out from Backlash and hopefully building towards what will be a really strong pay-per-view. Tonight's show is going to be in front of a sold out 16,000 in the Barclays Centre in New York, and we get straight in with The Rock laying a verbal smackdown on the New York crowd, saying there's been some rumours of a big signing in the WWE, but he's going to show whatever sign it is. You know, he's just a jabroni. He's not worthy of being on The Rock's show. Booker T comes out. They have some verbals. Sets up our main event match tonight. The Rock versus Booker T, and that gets an 889 rating. Show off to a strong start. Crowd hotter. Rock looking excellent. Booker improving acting. Good start to the show. First match is a superb matchup. Shawn Michaels defeats Randy Orton in 12-14 with Sweet Chin Music to a B82. Randy Orton was being a dick in the pre-show activities, antagonising, I think it was Tommy Dreamer, so he jobs because of that. Randy's getting better at his gimmick. Flair does some good work at ringside. Match got the crowd hotter, which is good to see as well, and a much better performance from Shawn than Randy. Of course, we are building Randy up, and it is the early stages. He improves Rumble skills, and yeah, just a few negatives there. Gimmick and the short match length, but it serves its purpose. Next up, we have a decent matchup. It's Batista who defeats Goldust in 7:41 with the Batista Bomb. A B-73, continuing their storyline, getting Batista a bit more overness, and hopefully can we get a skill improvement as well? No. So I feel Goldust would be someone good to work with. Only negative is Goldust's poor momentum, but a decent match. Next up, we've got the Christian show. It's not quite the peep show yet, that'll come down the line. He's basically interviewing William Regal and Lance Storm, the tag team champions, and they're just verbally running down the tag team division, basically slagging off the Dudley Boys for a B77. Regal improving acting and showing more charisma. This leads to the Dudleys coming out and they attack Storm and Regal, hit them with a 3D, and then running them off to a B-76 to continue the tag team storyline. Next up, we've got Gail Kim up in a borrowed from development contract, effectively, putting people over, but a terrible matchup. Molly defeats Gail Kim in 5:41 with a Molly go round. The D+49, Gail Kim off her game. Great chemistry though. He shoots a 22 to Molly's 57. Molly hunted at a face turn, which got little reaction. It's not a strong suit. I don't know, because people need to remember Molly Holly, fair enough, was a heel, but you just look at Molly Holly in real life and like everything she's done is just such a nice thing she's done. And she seems like a very nice person, and she was a babyface when she initially joined the WWE, when she was obviously with Spike Dudley. I don't know a lot about her WCW background. Admittedly, I didn't watch it. I'm just aware she was there. But I'm going to turn her face. We need more depth in the women's division, and we can make her that clean babyface going forward. Gail Kim, though, improves technical and performance skills. Couple of negatives there. Next up, we have Trish Stratus and Victoria backstage coming to blows. Having a confrontation, but not coming to blows. An argument. A C64, basically getting eye candy on television while Trish is still injured. Next up, we had a good match between Kane and Chief Morley. Kane picks up the win in 9:31 with a chokeslam. A B82 keeps the big red machine looking strong, so that's good to see. Negative there, Kane's motivation. We have a hype video for Sean O'Haire. D43, again building him up before his big Raw debut down the line. Through the show quite quickly tonight, but it serves its purpose. Extremely short match with Triple H to fight Spike Dudley in 350 with a pedigree. C-58, basically just having Triple H picking and choosing opponents and getting easy wins. Spike sustained a bruised thigh. Of course, this is going to be poor because it was a storytelling match. Heavyweight against cruiserweight. But because of this, Austin, says, "Who's this cocky SOB?" And he comes down, beats the crap out of Triple H. Blue Fez press, stunner, you name it. A92, raises some hell. Both guys come across well. The storyline advances. A few negatives there because it's quite a short segment. Next up, Chris Jericho cuts a promo on his upcoming match with Rhino, so it's his opportunity to try and take the Intercontinental Championship away from the Man Beast, so that is a B+88. Chris Jericho comes out of it looking good, that's good to see. The match itself was superb, and Rhino defeats Chris Jericho in 11:48 with a goa, makes his second title defence a B-76. Rhino had an in-ring performance of 74 to Jericho's 90, and the storyline advances there. I think more than likely we are at this moment in time going to look at Rhino versus Jericho versus Christian, but that may change. Obviously another week to decide what we want to do. Leads us to our main event then. Booker T cuts a promo just saying it's his chance to make a statement by beating The Rock, potential launching his path towards the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Match itself was exceptional. The Rock beats Booker T in 13:48 with the Rock bottom, B-76 here. No storyline behind it, this was just like a kind of, well, you know what it's going to build up towards anyway. But the lack of psychology, so worrying that, you know, talented athletes like The Rock and Booker T don't have that attribute, so that's seriously going to hamper the matchup. So that's probably taking it from a B82, which is the standard match rating when it's two good workers, but it's a cap match in terms of length. And we all know there's always leading to it after the match. If it decides to load, did I click it properly? I did not. Rock celebrating his win. Goldberg comes in. Who's first? Spear to the Rock. Spears him out his boots. And Goldberg poses to the crowd. So the exact same debut as he had in real life for the WWE to a B+88. So Goldberg debuts his Man Beast gimmick. He got an above average rating. The Rock came out of it looking excellent. And the Who's first storyline advancing. Overall, B82 increases pop in 15 regions. Does the job there. We will go on to the next screen because I'm forgetting, as I go to book Smackdown, we do have obviously any news items that may directly affect us. Training begins for Shinsuke Nakamura, who's going to be doing MMA training. That's going to be a pain in the arse in this save, if we ever do bring the King of Strong style over. Yeah, nothing there affects us. Raw done well. Jeff Hardy's back from suspension, so that's good. Spike will check the injury. And, Bubba Ray says Lance Storm doesn't connect with the fans. Well, we all know what infamous storyline eventually happened with Lance Storm. Luna Vachon is going. She's served her purpose here, but no real reason to keep her on. If I go to the correct one, which would be not that, so renewing his contract. So Luna is going. Jeff will retain his contract, and then we'll be looking to retain most people going forward. I think the next person that's maybe in danger of a release is probably Billy Gunn. Everyone else I'm quite happy to keep. Maybe even looking at DDP next up. Probably I'll keep the A-Train. We'll just give him something new. So, that is the Raw portion of this week's show. It's now time to kick on with some SmackDown. Now we're on to the SmackDown portion of the show from the Wells Fargo Arena. 16,823 in attendance. As always, a hype sports entertainment angle to start off the show, containing Edge and The Undertaker on the babyface side of things, and the US Champion John Cena and Kurt Angle. It's basically verbals that's going to lead to a tag team match in our main event, and also rematches that we will see at Backlash. We are going to see John Cena defend the US title against Edge, and Kurt Angle get his mandatory rematch clause against The Undertaker for the WWE title. So overall, an A90 segment gets the show off to a strong start, gets us gaining heat to their storylines. All in all, a decent start. Next up, in a match that was obviously on the back of last week's show, with the mixed tag match, we have Ron Simmons get revenge by defeating Jamie Noble in 606 with the Dominator, proving that possibly last week it was a fluke. A C-56. We've got to be realistic, we can't have Jamie Noble, upsetting him every week, so we'll have it where Simmons gets his revenge and then Noble may, down the line, get some victories back to gain some overness. We have a promo. It's from the full-blooded Italians, so Nunzio, Chuck Palumbo and Johnny Stamboli are basically just going on about their actions last week and just saying they're going to do anything they can to ensure that Nunzio becomes the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. That was a D+52. This leads to a 8-man tag, and it is about that had decent wrestling, but not a lot of heat. And a team of the full-blooded Italians and Matt Hardy defeated Rey Mysterio, Funaki, Tajiri, and Rikishi in 12 minutes and 10, when Matt Hardy defeated Funaki with a twist of fate. C65 is pretty good. Of course, Matt Hardy attacking Rey Mysterio last week as well. Matt sustained a strained bicep tendon, so that may take him out of action for a bit, which is quite worrying. Mysterio came across looking good there, and Matt Hardy the standout performers, but it's getting a bit of momentum to the heels in this instance, a few skill improvements, and yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm hoping as well with the 6-man tags, the likes of Chuck Palumbo and Johnny Stamboli can be a lot more complete as athletes and performers. So we'll check that out after the show how bad that is. Then we've got a bit of a heated confrontation as the FBI come back laughing from their win. They bump into a Brock Lesnar who's heading to the ring. So a bit of a confrontation, a bit of a stare down between Chuck Palumbo and Brock Lesnar. That's a B82. The angle got the crowd hotter. This then led to Brock Lesnar in action, taking on B Squared. A simple victory for the next big thing. Wins with an F5 in 5 minutes. C+69. Everything negative there about B Squared. Wacky psychology, worrying as well. That's one stat we'll need to try and improve with Lesnar, but does its job. Storytelling match. We're basically showing off Brock's dominance and giving him some momentum as well going forward. Got Ed Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero, Los Guerreros backstage. Of course, last week Chavo Guerrero was upset by Shelton Benjamin. Eddie says, watch and learn as he goes to take on Charlie Haas in our next contest. So B-74 for that. It was a decent matchup, which saw Eddie pick up the win over Charlie at 11:36 with a frog splash. B-71. Eddie with a far better performance than Charlie Haas, as you would expect. But I'm hoping, as I say, we're mixing these tandems up. We get the best of Shelton Benjamin going forward, and we get the best of Charlie Haas as well. So they can truly become the world's greatest tag team. We then have a bikini contest between Tony Wilson and Dawn Marie. Again, our lack of depth of the women's roster on SmackDown and our need for eye candy. It seems like it's the easiest way to do it. If we keep putting them in matches every week, you're going to run out of matches to do. So sometimes we'll just have these segments to cover that. So it was a B-72. Leads us to a good match where Chris Benoit defeats the A-Train in 12:23 by submission with a crippler crossface. A good B-77. No storyline attached to this just yet. But a good one for Benoit. He's got the better performance. Any skill improvements? A-Train and technical. As we're going to try and push A-Train to get better as we make a decision over his future going forward. Plus, I believe it wasn't too long after this that he left for New Japan. Might have been a year later, I'm not 100% on that. But because his tag team partner has been defeated, the Big Show comes out and he beats down Benoit, finishing off with a chokeslam. So, starts a storyline. Can the Giant be slayed? I think you know where we're going with this one. Chris Benoit, Big Show, Backlash. Makes sense. Pardon me. A B80. John Cena then hypes up the main event in A91 for the Doctor of Thugonomics. He says he's beat Edge, showed he's the US champion. He's going to beat the WWE champion as well to show he is the ultimate champion on the SmackDown brand. And the main event was exceptional. The team of Edge and Undertaker defeated Cena and Kurt Angle in 15:27 when Edge defeated Kurt Angle with a spear. So a B81. I think I meant to put that one the other way around, but at the end of the day here, it's going to build a star at the Edge regardless, so I'm quite happy with that if it helps long term. So a lot of good performances there. Edge probably needs a win, more so than anyone else. And yeah, just a few negatives. And when the show, Kurt Angle has got a new spot, a new power spot. So that's going to help his psychology. That's good that he's going to benefit from that going forward, and hopefully he can share that attribute with other workers. And when the show, so Cena's taking out Edge, Kurt Angle then distracts the Undertaker, and the World's Greatest Tag Team joins him. Team Angle as Benjamin and Haas attack the Undertaker. So that makes sense. The babyfaces pick up the win, but the numbers game ends it with the heels standing tall. So good segment. Charles Haas looked dreadful. Undertaker was a star, and the storyline advances with that A90 finish. Therefore, giving us a final show rating of B80. I don't know if we've gained pop. I assume not, because we've not had any mention of that. And it seems our show was hampered by the extra usage of the FBI's Nunzio and Johnny Stamboli, which is quite interesting because Palumbo was used more than the rest of them, and he didn't get that. But end of the day, I'm still happy with it. It's a good show, and we've got to build as much depth as possible and find out who we want to use going forward. So we'll kick into the main screen. We'll have a look at the notes, and I want to check a few things as well while we're on the video. Vast majority joined the show. That's good to see. Hot property PJ Polaco, the former Just Incredible, he's only 29, so I mean there is every opportunity in the world that we could bring him back. I wouldn't be against that at one point down the line, but overall decent. Nick Dinsmore, give him a new contract. This might result in him coming to the main roster. Let's find out. Yes, so we will probably see the debut of the Eugene character going forward, or do we keep him as Nick Dinsmore and go completely different with his character? The one thing to look out for in the future. Matt Hardy's injury will check, so it's one thing I was going to check. Injuries. Michael Hayes doesn't like Chuck Palumbo, neither does Brock Lesnar. Guess who's facing Chuck Palumbo next week, Brock? It is going to be you. I'll add that match in my pre-booking, because I know me I'll end up for getting that. So let's just add that match in. So that is going to be next week's SmackDown. 1 versus 1 match, and we are going to see, as I say, Chuck Palumbo, if I can find him. There we go, taking on Brock Lesnar. Perfect. Right, so a few things I want to check before we end the video. Size, national size, quite clearly. We're heading towards the international. We need the 71% in 8 regions of America. As you can see by the graphic there, we've got it in 5. Looking at target 3 of the 4 of the Great Lakes, the Mid-Atlantic, Northwest and the Southwest. We'll get there eventually. Again, it's just building everybody up, so going forward, we can start to be hitting 8 shows continually and consistently, but we need to get people to Triple H's level, The Rock's level, Austin, Undertaker. We need to get that on a permanent basis, which we haven't quite got yet, but admittedly we are only 4 months into the save, and it can take, I've seen time, well, especially my WWE save that we've done for TW's release, it took about a year and a half before we properly got into the groove that we're at present day. So that's good to look forward to. Medical wise, we do have a lot of injuries, so our roster is going to get a lot bigger. But we have Billy Gunn back in 42 days. Bradshaw is just 19 days away before he morphs into the JBL character. We have Hardcore Holly, 8 months and 2 weeks. That's quite a while. Kevin Nash in 19 days. Lita's in just 4.5 months. Scotty 2 Hotty in 3 weeks. Trish Stratus just over 2 weeks. So yeah, going to have depth to our women's division, our cruiserweight division, and yeah, just the SmackDown roster certainly going to look a lot better going forward. Of course, Spike, Matt Hardy will just have promos the next couple of weeks. RVD's stuck in rehab for the next 5 months. Steiner's back in 13 days. Spanky, you'll probably see in 2004. As I say, I expect the series to still be going in 2004 because we aren't going to get a TW19, so yeah, this will carry on until there ever is a new game, effectively. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Cheers for watching, much appreciated. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to drop a wee thumbs up. Any comments on this, your own TW series, the game in general, wrestling in general, let me know what you think. How are you dealing with TW more than 2 years into its lifespan? Is MD bored of it? Or because of the various mods there is for it, you know, how he's feeling it. And yeah, as always, check out our bookers on the Grey Dog Software forums and the Fantasy Bookers subreddit, and in my recommended list there'll be a few bookers in there as well. That side, cheers. See you next time. Bye bye.